The purpose of the dream you carry gives you the license to be alive now. Why? Because whatever you carry and the dream that you have is much needed for such a time as this. I am Joy Cucatula, and today still answering this wonderful question: do you have a dream, or does the dream have you? We are focusing on your when. Now, let me establish some fact in here. Number one, time is a resource you cannot store. Unlike money, you can save money, you can bank it, you can store it, but time cannot be stored. Whatever you use today is gone. Whatever you don't use today is also gone. Now, assess when you first had that prompting in your heart to start on a project. How much time have you wasted by postponing it? I'll do it tomorrow. I'm probably gonna do it next year. Today wasn't the right time. This year wasn't the right year. Now, ask yourself the question: how long have you got left to get it done? It is something worth pondering about. Number two, as your time goes, so is your strength, so is your energy. Realize that the energy and strength you had when you were 20-year-olds is definitely not going to be the same at 40, and certainly not going to be the same at 60. Time goes this quick. So whatever you have in your heart now, do it now. Number three, we all have the same 24 hours a day. Use your 24 hours very wisely and strategically, because remember, you are in your own race. It is your story that you are writing on this earth. Now, 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 6 says this: in an acceptable time I have heard you, and in the day of salvation I have helped you. Now is the acceptable time, and now is the day of salvation. What does this tell us? The acceptable time, your time of visitation, is now. It is when you hear that knock in your heart that something needs changing, something needs shifting, there's something that needs doing, and that feeling deep down in your heart won't leave you, it won't go away, then that is your acceptable time. When you are clear about your project, you have established the content of your what, and you are clear about your why, the reason behind it, then it is the time for your when, and it is now. Now, what do you do from there? You begin to dig a little bit deeper. Now, understand this. When you come to an agreement within yourself that your when is now, it is as if you have come into an agreement with the one that placed that dream into your heart. Basically, you are setting things in motion. I personally have experienced it when my husband and myself had come to an agreement to work on a loft conversion. Now, something interesting here to mention is that we talked about it for a while. We discussed it. We just brushed the subject over for a long time. But then when we came to decide that we are going to work on it, we established some deadline. Things begin to be set up in motion systematically because we agreed on it. We engaged in it. What I mean is we literally sat down and we set deadline, and things begin to move. And soon enough, we got to find the energy to do it. We found the right builder. We developed a strategy to generate the finance to get it done. We found the right information. We determined the time scale to get it done. Things begin to move. What am I saying? You determine the setting in motion of your dream. You don't sit down to wait it to happen. You make it happen. You determine the time scale of your dream. You determine when it's gonna happen. You set things in motion when you decide to go for it. Now, be sensitive to the time and the season you are in. My friend, understand that time and season shift and change. You cannot sit down for years with the same dream, the same idea, knocking at the door of your heart, and without you engaging and do something about it. I'm gonna leave you with a piece of advice. Number one, when it comes to your dream, no complacency. See, it's about time you take your life seriously. Because guess what? You've only got one shot. Once it's gone, it's gone. Therefore, take your destiny into your own hand and do something. Number two, no more procrastination. Whatever you can do today, even if it is small, do it today. Do not postpone it any longer. Number three, start small. Do not be put off by the small beginning. Kentucky Fried Chicken started one chicken leg at a time. Today, it is all over the world. So do not despise your small beginning and be okay with starting small. And finally, number four, fix yourself a deadline. My heart is crying for somebody out there at the end of this video to begin to say, you know what, I'm gonna get it done. That dream, I need to birth it today. That is all I had for you today, and I hope it has been a blessing to you, and I hope you are taking all the advantages of all these little nuggets that I am giving your way. If this video has been a blessing, do not hesitate to share it. Don't keep it. Many people need to hear it. Share it to as many people as possible. And then I will see you next time. God bless you, and bye-bye.